Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, this is the last watch this first video of this semester. So before we get to the test, just a couple of other pieces of information. First, for those of you that are going back to school for semester 2 in the hybrid format, we did not cover everything in honors geometry that they covered in the hybrid format first semester. It is not a lot of material, but there are a couple of things that you might want to look over before going into the hybrid format. And I have listed those right here where it says chapter 5. And so in there you'll find that there's the chapter 5 photable. You will have that already if you picked up your materials at the beginning of the semester from the bookstore. If you don't, I just linked the papers in there. And then there are 5 quick video lessons. I think that all 5 of them total a little less than an hour. But those are something I would take and review before going into honors geometry in the hybrid format in school. If you're returning to the virtual format, I would not worry about that because we will interweave those concepts when we pick up our second semester. I've also included in here, Mrs. Bass has made a informational video on scheduling for next year. As of right now, all students that are in honors geometry have been placed in honors algebra 2, unless you have said to your counselor that you would like to be removed from honors and put in algebra 2. We are going to revisit all recommendations in the spring, sometime probably right after spring break. We will do this both in the hybrid format and in the virtual format, and all students will be taking a test in the spring to see, kind of predict where they would be most suitable to have success, whether it would be in honors algebra 2 or in algebra 2. And then we had gone through that and I mentioned that before, but since Miss Bass made this video goes into a lot more explanation, it's about 9 minutes long. So if you or your parents are wanting more information on that, that information is right there. Before we get into test information, I want to thank everyone for a great semester. I know that it's been a learning process for myself and for you all as well, and I really appreciated how we worked together to accomplish this. So at this point, I'm unsure of what I'm teaching next year, or next semester, so perhaps I will see you back. If not, good luck to you, and you know where to reach me if you need to get a hold of me. Let's look at our test information then. So our chapter 4 test is set up just like the rest of our tests. It's in parts. Each part is 15 minutes long, although I imagine that it will take you much less time for each one of these parts. But I wanted to make sure that everyone had enough time to be able to complete them. Keep in mind that, these can be done in any order that you want. Can be consecutive or not consecutive, it doesn't matter. We just need to make sure that they are done today. Okay, if you're having issues along the way, tech stuff, anything like that, just Canvas message me and I'll get back to you. If we need to, we'll get on Zoom and try to figure something out. One thing that I want to make sure that you know, when it asks you, to find X or Y or whatever the variable is, and there is an answer box, all that you need to write is the number, the numerical answer. So if you find X to be 135 degrees, all we put in the box is 135. We don't put X equals 135. We don't put 135 degrees or whatever unit might be. Okay, so it's just the number only. no space before the number. So all of these things we want to make sure that we're not doing. Okay. Now keep in mind that any question that you miss on any of the parts, I go back and review anyway, but by using this format here, that's going to cut down on the number of ones that get marked wrong just because of tech things. Okay, so I know that we always harp on making sure that you put units and degrees and those types of things, but it works much better with our Canvas just to put the number only in there. Okay. All right. Well, good luck. I'm sure that you're going to do well. Like I said, if you need me for something, please feel free to message me. My goal, now this is a goal, is to have all of this graded and into Power School by noon on Wednesday, December 16th. At that time, either before noon on Wednesday or whenever I can, I will send out an announcement to you, to the entire class, that says that grades are now updated and finalized in Power School. Please check your grade and see if you have any questions. So please make sure at that point that you do that. That would mean that that is the final grade that I would be submitting for you for the semester. And if you feel that you have something different than what I have, that's the time we need to discuss it. Okay? All right, have a good day.